What's up, you guys? Zig Wilson here from ZW Sound and Music, bringing you another guitar lesson. This lesson is going to be on the physics of the guitar. There's a lot of details I'm going to cover today, so make sure to pay close attention. Let's go. We have covered so much this year in physics. We have talked about forces, energies, and so much more. But did you know that waves play a major role in music, specifically the guitar? Let me show you how. Whether we are plucking a string with a pick, playing slap guitar, or playing fingerstyle, we are causing the strings to vibrate. What this is doing is creating what we physicists call a standing wave. Let's take a look at a standing wave. A single antinode between the first two nodes of this standing wave is known as the first harmonic. So, what does this mean exactly? Well, let's take a look at the definition of a harmonic. Definition of a harmonic in physics is a component frequency or oscillation of a wave. Now, in theory, what this should mean is, if I play a note and then play a higher harmonic of this note, it should play at a higher frequency. Let's give this theory a try. I'm going to pick this E note on the 9th fret G string. I'm going to play it at its normal bass harmonic. Now let's play it with a natural harmonic of a higher frequency. One thing I would like to add about these two notes is that this note here will have a tendency to ring out much longer than this one. But why is that? This we can credit to a force called a drag force. A drag force is very similar to the friction force we talked about before. Just as rougher objects experience higher levels of friction, these higher pitches experience higher levels of drag force. Higher pitches are going to experience higher drag forces. We can really see these drag forces working when we play a harmonic in an artificial way, known as artificial harmonics or known as pinch harmonics. Let me show you how. Let's take that same E note that we used before, but instead of playing it like this or like this, I'm going to play it with the flesh of my thumb that's going to hit it right after the pick here, and that's going to play a pinch harmonic. It is easier to see a lack of sustainability and a lack of amplitude in these higher harmonics when we use harmonics in this way. One thing you may have noticed about the guitar is that all of the strings are of different thickness. What you may have also noticed is that the thicker the string is, the lower the note seems to play, given that all these strings are open and I am not doing anything with my left hand. Let me show you the two E notes that are open notes on the guitar. We have the low E, and we have the high E. As you might also know, the bass guitar, or just called the bass, has much thicker strings. And alongside that, the strings vibrate at a much lower frequency, and the sound seems much deeper and lower. This is because the density of the string impacts the speed of its vibration. If the vibration of a string is lower, the frequency will be lower, which means the pitch and overall note will then be a lower note. When we discussed sound in our waves unit, we put a heavy emphasis on the idea of frequency. As you just saw, these harmonics are the same note at a much higher frequency. However, we can use this concept of frequency in order to tune the guitar. Let's take a look on how to tune the guitar. What I am now going to do is play for you an exact E note. This E note is at exactly 659.26 Hertz. What I have done is I have purposely detuned the E string of my guitar, and I am going to show you how by ear of frequency we know if our guitar is in tune. What I I just did there in order to tune my E string to the proper frequency was I had to increase the tension that was applied to the string. As we mentioned before in physics, higher tension correlates to higher pitch, and lower tension correlates to lower pitch. In other words, if I want to tune my guitar string to the next note above it, I have to add tension, and if I want to lower the note, I have to release some tension. And that is the magic of tuning the guitar. Who knew us musicians were physicists? So I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson on the physics of the guitar. Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, keep rocking.